Welcome, Coaster Spotters, to Funspot America, the Kissimmee location, and we're going to go inside and show you all the rides. A little bit of Old Town, which is right next to the park, and actually have to go through to get to different sections of the park. And we're going to go over a full tour and a little review of the site, all the attractions, everything you can expect when you come here. Admission is about $50 for a wristband. You can pay per ride, and bonus wristband, you can pay a little bit more for the Sky Coaster, and then of course the season passes are about $100, and great value, especially since Funspot is open later than all the other parks, especially right now during the world pandemic. So always a great place to end up at night. Here's the arcade with the snack bar, some pizza, your beer, your popcorn. As you can see, this arcade is pretty small, especially compared to Orlando, I'd say, and doesn't seem to be as up to date as Orlando. Still has some of the classics, skee ball, all the prize games and all that stuff. So it's a decent arcade. I wouldn't say it's anything to really call home about, though. Once you enter the arcade, you're gonna make an immediate left to get all your passes. The number one anchor here is obviously the world's tallest Sky Coaster, 300 feet tall. And you see, kind of like Orlando, they have built some attractions around the lake. So we'll go all the way around the lake and show you each individual attraction. Sky Coaster is an extremely good value, despite being the world's tallest. If you have a season pass, it's only $10 a person, and it really cannot be beat. They have a flying scooters ride, the little eagles, very fun ride. One of the newer attractions is the Rush 360, which spins you and loops you around. And here is the kids spot. Got some little planes, a little fun house, some cars go around, a happy swing, and a fun slide. Here is the kiddie coaster, a small little coaster for the kids. Adults can ride. And the nice thing that Funspot has been doing over the years is adding more and more shade. They're currently constructing even more shade structures as it does get very hot here. You have the little drop tower, the Screamer. Lots of little drops. Fun little time. Not completely boring for adults, but not exactly thrilling. Across from the kiddie section, you do have bumper cars. Not only do you have full-size bumper cars, you also have a little section for the littlest ones. Very cool. And then, of course, you have the key attraction here at Funspot Kissimmee, Mind Blower, the Gravity Group, built in 2017. Goes upside down one time. Lots of airtime, compact layout, fantastic wood coaster. This is the reason you come to this fun spot, for sure. Over here we have their swing ride, the Yo-Yo, classic swing ride, old school. You go up and the seats kind of like swing back and forth and get really close to the one in front of you. It's quite terrifying and kind of fun because it kind of like, when you're going around, you're kind of getting braked at the same time, so you can almost feel like you're going to fall out as you are going around, which is always thrilling. Funspot is definitely known for their go-karts. They have two of them over here in the Kissimmee location, opposed to the four over at Orlando, but these two are better than the other four, in my opinion. Chaos is this blue one, it has some cool curves, a little bit faster, and then we'll talk about Vortex, which is one of the best go-kart tracks ever. Here's Vortex. As you spiral up, and then you go down a very steep drop. We'll show you the rest of the layout and some amazing things that it does. And here is that main drop on Vortex that is absolutely fantastic into a 32-degree banked curve, one of the steepest on a go-kart anywhere in the world. It is absolutely terrifying going into that sharp turn right after that huge drop. Funspot definitely has a mixture of classic and modern flat rides, including the Flying Bob, and right next to it, the Hot Seat, which is an S&S swing shot. Orlando also has a version, but this one seems to run much better. So if you're going to visit both parks and you want to ride a S&S swing shot, do this one instead. And the final thing over here at the main portion of Funspot Kissimmee is the Galaxy Spin spinning roller coaster. If you've ridden the late and now gone Primeval Whirl at Disney's Animal Kingdom, this was essentially the same coaster, just different theming, same layout, same attraction. Fun ride. Halfway through the ride, it unlocks its little locking mechanism for the cars, and they begin to spin. You also have the bull ride, which is a upcharge bull ride. So Funspot is located next to Old Town, which is this shopping district. They do there's lots of stores. They have some car shows typically, and at the end used to be an old amusement park that closed a few years ago and now is owned by Funspot. And there are 5 rides over here that are included in your wristband. The newest addition is the Hurricane roller coaster that has been located at a few other locations in the United States and is an awesome ride. Next right up is the classic Carousel. A modern version of it, but still does the job. Third ride we have is a classic tilt-a-roll. You know what it does. It's a classic paratrooper ride. It gives you the feeling of being dropped out of a plane. It's very fun. And then finally, the 5th ride is the Crazy Couch. It's a little kiddie ride, not very intense. This is for the littlest of thriller seekers. Just basically tilt you as it rotates you up slightly. As we mentioned, Funspot is right next to Old Town, which is a shopping center. So one thing I remember from back in the day, you used to have a slide that went across here. I don't know if it was right here, but it was somewhere, and it was like one of those roller slides. Lots of arcades, dark rides somewhere, different types of food, tattoo shops, all that stuff. So let's show you the last part of the Funspot and attractions here. Here is Mortem Matter, the 2-story haunted house, live actors and special effects. Never done it, it's $15. I would like to try it at some point. I don't hear many good things about it, so I can't really say anything about it, but it's there. Over at the front of Old Town, the entrance here, the famous entrance, you have a Ferris wheel. This is part of Funspot, so if you have a wristband, it is included. What is not included or any discounts is the Slingshot and the Vomitron, this spinning ride. That is an additional cost and no discounts whatsoever because it's not owned by Funspot. So, but that is one of the world's tallest slingshots, about 300 feet tall. is pretty much going to do it for Funspot Kissimmee. It's a park that has grown a lot in the last 4 years. First with the addition of Mindblower, and then with the addition of Hurricane. It's went from a park that I basically never visited to a park that I try to visit as much as possible. It's a lot harder since we usually stick to Universal, but if you're doing Disney, it's very close to Disney, whereas the land diversion is obviously very close to Universal. So both places are good. You can get some really good deals for season passes. If you're going to do both parks and you want to hang out at night after the main parks, do some more amusement stuff and not have a lot of lines and more carnival type rides. It's a very clean park and really safe, and I enjoy it. And I always end up here mainly for the 99-cent popcorn refills and the $2.99 beer refills, which are absolutely fantastic. With stuff like they have their own lager, Bud Light, Stella Artois, I had a Heineken today, but then also put some other stuff on tap occasionally, which is great. The beer, it cannot be beat here at Funspot Kissimmee, and that's why I keep coming back typically to these two parks. So thank you so much for watching The Coaster Spot. This has been Alex. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you for another park tour and review very soon.